Hello, Sam here, editor of Oracle Time, and today I'm here with a watch I've been waiting to land since I heard rumours of its arrival a couple months back, the Breguet Type 20 3815. Breguet, lauded manufacturer of old and classical horologist extraordinaire, purveyors of myriad complications draped in precious metals. Well, the Type 21 ain't that. In fact, the Heritage Pilot's watch is a damn sight different from the rest of the Swiss watchmakers lineup, and probably not the first thing you think of when you hear the name. Still, the Type 20 and 21 are ingrained in Breguet's history as much as any tourbillon. In fact, back in 1907, Breguet brothers Louis Charles and Jacques invented an early gyroplane, which became the first piloted aircraft in history to make a vertical flight. Essentially the first helicopter. From there, Louis Charles founded Breguet Aviation in 1911 and, when World War I hit, contributed plenty of aircraft to the French Air Force, including the Breguet 14 biplane, one of the first to use metal rather than wood in its construction. All of this is to say that Breguet have genuine links with aviation beyond cockpit clocks, and in 1954 Breguet, no longer run by the Breguet family but still very much the same company, became the official watch partner of the French Naval Air Force, producing the first utilitarian Type 20. Now that the history is out of the way, let's get into the new watch. While it's still based on the original military timepieces, the Type 21 3815 is a more pared back version of the Heritage Pilot's watch than other modern models, which is definitely a good thing. Previous Type 21s have been very busy, with a multitude of subdials and different fonts cluttering things up. It worked somehow, but a streamlined overhaul's been a long time coming. While the 3815 maintains the same quartet of central hands, those being hours, minutes, chronograph seconds, and unusually chronograph minutes, Breguet have stripped out a lot of what could be argued is unnecessary. The unnecessary includes the third subdial at 6 o'clock and the beveled borders to all subdials. The result is a cleaner, sleeker, bicompax layout given a contemporary twist, with either bright green or orange loomed indexes and hands. Against the black, it's incredibly distinctive, something that can't be said for all heritage military pieces. The case is similar to previous models, measuring 42mm across with the collection's signature notched rotating bezel, which is more satisfying to use than it has any right to be, and fluted case. In this instance though, it's made from titanium for lightness and a slightly greyer appearance that I've already fallen in love with. If I have one gripe, it's that the dial isn't quite matte, which is a shame. These pieces, particularly the orange we have here, feel like a more modern take on the utilitarianism of the Type 21, and a matte dial would hammer home that tool watch feel a little bit more than the shinier finish here. It's a small thing though, and not enough to put me off, far from it. It wears very well on the wrist, partly thanks to the classic dimensions, partly the lightness of the case metal, and partly the lovely calfskin leather strap. If you've tried on a Type 21 before, you know what to expect. Both watches are equipped with the Breguet caliber 584QA, finished beautifully with an absolutely magnificent rotor. It's equipped with a silicone escapement and balance spring for magnetic resistance and all of the material's other horologically desirable properties, as well as a 48-hour power reserve. I'm sure it won't come as a surprise to find that both pieces are limited editions, with 250 in orange and 250 in green. Time will tell if Breguet will release other versions, but given how well received these have been, especially the orange, there's no reason they wouldn't. Priced at £12,900, it's an investment piece for sure, but you are getting one of the most iconic aviation watches ever built, and from Breguet besides. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments whether you think the 3815 is the right direction for the Type 21, and whether you're on Team Orange or Green.